Have you ever wondered how long you might live after turning 70? Here's a surprising truth. Your body may already be giving you the answer. Every year after 70 becomes more precious, and what you do or don't do can either add or subtract years from your life. But this isn't guesswork. Doctors and scientists have identified 7 powerful signs in your body and lifestyle that quietly predict your longevity. These signs are simple, easy to notice, and backed by research. In this video, we'll walk you through each one step by step so you can understand where you stand and what you can start doing today to live longer, healthier, and more independently. Whether you're already in your 70s or getting close, this may be the most important health video you watch all year. Stay with us, because recognizing just one of these signs could change everything. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you care about staying healthy, sharp, and independent after 60. We share simple tips that truly make a difference. Now let's get started. Once you pass 65, every year feels increasingly precious, and your body often provides clear signals about your future health and longevity. One of the strongest and simplest indicators of how long you might live after 65 isn't hidden in your DNA, medical records, or even your diet. It's your walking speed. Researchers have consistently found that people who maintain a steady, brisk walking pace well into their 60s and beyond tend to live longer and experience better overall health than those who begin to slow down significantly. This correlation exists because walking speed directly reflects multiple crucial aspects of your health, such as muscle strength, cardiovascular function, and even brain health. To illustrate this clearly, imagine 2 68-year-old men named Michael and Robert. Michael maintains an active lifestyle, walking every morning at a consistent, confident pace. He easily crosses streets and climbs stairs without struggling, exhibiting fluid movements and excellent balance. Robert, on the other hand, has experienced a noticeable decline over the past few years. He now struggles to keep pace, needs frequent breaks, and occasionally feels unsteady on his feet. While Michael's consistent speed suggests that his body is still functioning well, Robert's reduced pace signals possible underlying issues like muscle weakness, poor circulation, or early neurological decline. The significance here lies in the fact that a slower, unsteady walk is not simply about getting older. It's often an early warning sign of declining health, frailty, and reduced independence. The good news, however, is that walking speed is something you can actively improve. Regular walks, strength-building exercises, and simple leg workouts can significantly enhance your mobility, resilience, and overall longevity. If you've noticed yourself slowing down or feeling less steady, now is the time to take action. Small steps like incorporating daily walks, practicing gentle strength training exercises, or even using light weights can make a meaningful difference. Improving your walking speed doesn't just boost your physical fitness, it actively strengthens your cardiovascular health, supports cognitive function, and reduces your risk of falls and other health complications. Ultimately, how quickly and confidently you move through life is a direct indicator of how long you'll remain independent, active, and healthy. Paying attention to your walking speed now could literally determine how many healthy years lie ahead, so consider it a simple yet powerful investment in your future. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake might reveal more about your future health and longevity after age 65 than you realize. Research has consistently shown that grip strength is among the most reliable indicators of overall vitality and well-being in older adults. A firm, steady grip signifies strong muscles, efficient circulation, and a healthy, functioning nervous system, all vital elements that contribute directly to long-term health and independence. Conversely, a weakening or noticeably declining grip strength can serve as an early warning sign of muscle loss, increased frailty, and a greater susceptibility to health complications as you age. Consider the experiences of 2 68-year-old men, James and Thomas. James has always been proud of his firm handshake, remaining physically active, lifting light weights regularly, and easily managing daily tasks such as opening jars or carrying groceries. His grip reflects his good health, and it's something he's consciously maintained through consistent physical activity. Thomas, on the other hand, recently noticed that tasks he once performed effortlessly, like twisting the cap off a bottle or carrying heavier bags, have become significantly more difficult. Initially dismissing this as just a natural part of aging, Thomas did not realize that his declining grip strength was actually indicative of broader muscle loss and decreased overall physical function, making him increasingly vulnerable to falls, injuries, and even a potentially reduced lifespan. Your hands, it turns out, are remarkably accurate reflections of your body's overall muscular health and resilience. A weakening grip suggests that muscle deterioration might already be underway throughout your entire body. When this happens, daily activities become progressively harder, impacting your independence, mobility, and general quality of life. Furthermore, muscle loss doesn't just affect your strength. It can increase your risk of serious health events, such as debilitating falls or complications from reduced mobility. Fortunately, grip strength is something that can be actively restored and maintained through relatively simple methods. You don't need to engage in strenuous weightlifting or spend hours in the gym. Basic exercises such as squeezing a tennis ball regularly, using simple hand grip devices, or performing routine tasks involving resistance, like carrying groceries or even lifting household items, can noticeably rebuild and preserve your hand and arm strength. These straightforward exercises not only boost your grip but also reinforce the muscles throughout your body, supporting overall health and longevity. The key takeaway is this: don't underestimate or ignore a declining grip. Instead, regularly assess your grip strength through simple tasks. If you notice that your handshake feels weaker than it used to, or that you're beginning to struggle with activities that were once easy, don't dismiss it as merely the unavoidable effects of aging. Take proactive steps right now to strengthen your muscles. By incorporating easy-to-follow grip-strengthening activities into your daily routine, you can significantly enhance your muscular health, reduce your risk of frailty, and maintain greater independence in your later years. How well you hold on to everyday objects is a direct reflection of your muscular health, resilience, and future quality of life. Your grip strength could literally determine how many healthy years lie ahead, so consider it a simple yet powerful investment in your future. Balance isn't something most people think about until they start losing it. But your ability to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds can be one of the strongest predictors of how long you will live, especially as you enter your 60s and beyond. Studies show that maintaining good balance is one of the strongest predictors of how long you will live, especially as you enter your 60s and beyond. Consider the experiences of two individuals, Susan and Mary, both in their late 60s. Susan regularly engages in daily activities like yoga and walking, practicing balance exercises, and can easily lift one foot off the ground for more than 10 seconds without wobbling. Her confident stance isn't just a sign of physical stability, it's also a reflection of her overall health, suggesting strong muscles, robust neurological function, and healthy joints. Mary, on the other hand, has noticed increasing instability. She struggles to stand on one leg for even a few seconds, often wobbling and needing support. Her difficulty could be signaling deeper health concerns, such as weakened core muscles, diminished joint strength, or even early signs of neurological issues. The problem with ignoring balance is that it doesn't simply remain static, it declines progressively unless you actively maintain it. Many older adults like Mary only realize their vulnerability after experiencing a close call, maybe stumbling or nearly falling. Fortunately, simple yet effective exercises performed regularly can rebuild stability and reduce your risk of falls dramatically. If you're unsure about your balance, try a quick self-test. Stand near a sturdy chair or countertop for safety. Lift one foot slightly off the ground and see if you can hold this position steadily for at least 10 seconds. If you find yourself wobbling, it's a clear sign your balance needs attention. Ultimately, protecting your balance isn't just a physical goal, it's about preserving your freedom, confidence, and quality of life for as long as possible. Consistent, high-quality sleep is essential for maintaining your health, particularly as you move into your 60s and beyond. Many older adults underestimate just how crucial sleep is, assuming that occasional disruptions or nighttime wakefulness are merely normal parts of aging. However, research consistently shows that sleep quality is directly linked to your overall brain health, immune system function, and even how long you're likely to live. The truth is, the way you sleep doesn't just determine how rested you feel when you wake up. It also profoundly influences your cognitive abilities, memory, energy levels, and cardiovascular health. For older adults, maintaining a consistent sleep schedule becomes even more important because disruptions in sleep can lead to increased risks of memory loss, daytime fatigue, reduced mental sharpness, and serious heart conditions like hypertension or heart disease. While younger bodies might easily recover from occasional late nights or irregular sleep, as you age, the cost of poor sleep habits becomes significantly higher, making it harder for your body and brain to recover effectively. Consider two men, David and Peter, both in their late 60s. David maintains a consistent sleep routine. He goes to bed and wakes up at roughly the same time every day, ensuring that his body clock remains stable. He avoids heavy meals before bedtime, limits his caffeine and alcohol intake, and keeps his bedroom quiet and comfortable, all of which promote restful sleep. As a result, David enjoys steady energy throughout the day, sharp cognitive function, and good overall health. On the other hand, Peter struggles with poor sleep. He stays up late watching television, sleeps irregular hours, and often wakes up several times during the night. At first, Peter brushed off these sleep problems as minor inconveniences, assuming they were simply part of getting older. However, over time, Peter noticed significant changes. His memory started declining, his daytime energy levels plummeted, and he experienced persistent feelings of fatigue and sluggishness. Most concerning, Peter's doctor warned him that poor sleep was putting additional strain on his heart, elevating his blood pressure, and potentially increasing his risk of heart disease. The consequences Peter faced aren't uncommon. Poor sleep in older adults is often associated with cognitive decline, increased inflammation in the body, higher stress hormone levels, and even a weakened immune response. When your sleep patterns are erratic or disrupted, your brain loses critical time. It needs to process memories, clear toxins, and recharge itself. This means that something as seemingly simple as poor sleep can significantly speed up the aging process, increasing your risk for diseases like dementia, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and even diabetes. Yet, despite these risks, many older adults continue to neglect sleep quality, believing that little can be done about it. The good news, however, is that improving sleep quality doesn't require drastic lifestyle changes. Small, practical adjustments can make a significant impact. One of the most effective strategies is establishing a consistent sleep routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day sets your body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Another important habit is creating a relaxing pre-sleep environment by limiting screen exposure, dimming lights, or practicing calming activities, like reading or gentle stretching. Additionally, staying physically active during the day and avoiding large meals, caffeine, and alcohol right before bedtime can dramatically enhance sleep quality. If you found yourself waking frequently during the night or struggling to stay asleep, consider evaluating your evening routine and bedroom environment. Keep your sleeping area quiet, cool, and dark. Investing in comfortable bedding or practicing calming bedtime rituals, like meditation or deep breathing exercises, can also significantly enhance sleep quality. It's also crucial to recognize when persistent sleep issues might require professional intervention. Untreated sleep disorders like sleep apnea are common among seniors and can drastically impact your health. Ultimately, improving your sleep quality isn't just about feeling better when you wake up. It's about protecting your long-term physical and mental health. Better sleep today means sharper thinking, a stronger immune system, reduced stress, and a healthier heart tomorrow. So tonight, reflect on your sleep patterns. If you wake up tired, if you find yourself tossing and turning frequently, or if your sleep feels less restful than it used to, it's time to prioritize better sleep habits. Taking control of your sleep doesn't just mean feeling better tomorrow morning. It means protecting your cognitive health, maintaining your independence, and potentially adding healthy, vibrant years to your life. As you age, especially after turning 65, maintaining a healthy appetite and balanced diet becomes one of the strongest indicators of your overall health and longevity. Good nutrition isn't just about staying full. It's essential for keeping your body strong, your immune system resilient, and your energy levels consistently high. Unfortunately, it's common for older adults to overlook the importance of appetite, often dismissing a decreasing desire to eat as just a natural part of aging. Yet, a sudden or gradual loss of appetite isn't something you should simply ignore or brush off as insignificant. It can actually be your body signaling underlying health concerns. such as digestive issues, hormonal imbalances, or even cognitive changes that might require attention. A well-nourished body is essential for staying strong, independent, and healthy in your later years. And poor nutrition can quickly lead to weakness, fatigue, and a weakened immune response, increasing your risk for serious health complications. The difference between someone who remains energetic and independent versus someone who feels frail or fatigued often comes down to their daily eating habits and the nutrition their body regularly receives. Good nutrition doesn't just mean eating enough calories. It involves consuming the right nutrients that support muscle strength, cognitive function, and overall vitality, especially protein, fiber, healthy fats, and a variety of vitamins and minerals that become even more critical as your body ages. Without these essential nutrients, your muscles weaken, your metabolism slows, and your immune system becomes less resilient, ultimately compromising your independence and overall quality of life. Consider Linda and Patricia, both in their late 60s. Linda still enjoys regular nutritious meals. She looks forward to eating, enjoys a balanced variety of foods, and feels energized throughout her day. Her appetite is healthy, she maintains a stable weight, and she notices that her body responds positively when she eats nutritious regular meals. Linda ensures her diet includes ample protein from lean meats, eggs, and fish, fiber from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, healthy fats from sources like olive oil, nuts, and avocado, and essential vitamins and minerals from fresh, natural foods. Because of her consistent and balanced approach to eating, Linda rarely experiences digestive discomfort, maintains a good energy level throughout the day, and finds that she can still easily manage daily tasks independently, such as grocery shopping, cooking, and socializing with friends. She recognizes that good nutrition is foundational not only to her health, but to her independence and quality of life. On the other hand, consider Patricia, also 68 years old, who recently began experiencing a notable loss of appetite. She finds herself less interested in meals, skipping breakfast or lunch frequently, because she just doesn't feel hungry. Over the course of several months, Patricia notices changes that she initially attributes simply to getting older. She feels weaker, tires easily, experiences unexplained fatigue, and even begins losing weight unintentionally. She doesn't realize these changes aren't just due to aging, but could be a sign of her body lacking the crucial nutrients necessary to function optimally. Her lack of interest in food and declining nutrition aren't just small issues. They're symptoms that her body might not be absorbing nutrients effectively, or that other health issues like gastrointestinal problems or hormonal changes might be at play. Unfortunately, the less Patricia eats, the more her muscles weaken, her metabolism slows further, and her immune system becomes more susceptible to illness. Her declining appetite doesn't just leave her feeling sluggish and weak, it significantly increases her risk of falls, fractures, infections, cognitive decline, and even loss of independence. For many seniors like Patricia, nutritional decline can quickly spiral into more serious health concerns that diminish their overall quality of life. Fortunately, addressing nutritional challenges in later life is relatively straightforward. The key is awareness and proactive dietary choices. If you've noticed your appetite decreasing, the solution isn't forcing yourself to eat large meals. It's making conscious choices about the foods you do eat. Focus on nutrient-dense, smaller meals throughout the day to ensure you're consistently giving your body what it needs. Choose protein-rich foods like eggs, yogurt, or lean meats to maintain muscle mass. Incorporate high-fiber foods like oats, berries, and vegetables to support digestive health. Include healthy fats from olive oil, nuts, and fish to sustain energy levels and keep your heart strong. Additionally, stay well hydrated, since proper hydration supports digestion, cognitive function, and overall wellness. Good nutrition in older age isn't just about eating well, it's about supporting your independence, maintaining muscle strength, protecting your immune system, and ensuring your cognitive health remains strong. In short, paying attention to your diet as you age isn't merely about staying physically healthy. It's about protecting the active, independent lifestyle you've worked so hard to build. The habits you establish now, including eating balanced meals regularly, directly impact how long and how well you'll live in the years ahead. By understanding the critical role nutrition plays, you're empowering yourself to take control of your health, your independence, and ultimately your longevity. After the age of 65, Managing stress effectively isn't just about maintaining emotional balance, it's a critical factor influencing your long-term health, cognitive function, and overall lifespan. Chronic stress is much more than just an emotional burden. It physically wears down your body and mind, accelerating aging and significantly increasing the risk of severe health conditions. Many older adults underestimate the toll stress can take, mistakenly viewing it as a temporary inconvenience rather than recognizing it as a potent health risk. Yet studies clearly demonstrate that long-term unmanaged stress triggers harmful inflammation, weakens your immune system, and increases your likelihood of developing chronic diseases such as heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's disease. This means that how well you manage stress directly impacts your resilience, independence, and overall longevity in later years. Consider the contrasting stories of two seniors, Paul and Stephen, both 68. Paul has learned over the years how to respond calmly to life's inevitable challenges, whether it's financial concerns, family health issues, or unexpected setbacks. He understands that stress is inevitable, but his response to it is entirely within his control. Paul actively practices mindfulness techniques, such as deep breathing, meditation, or simply taking regular walks outdoors to clear his mind. He also stays socially connected, leaning on his friendships and family relationships for emotional support, openly sharing concerns instead of bottling them up. This proactive approach helps Paul stay calm under pressure, keeping his cortisol levels, a major stress hormone, in balance, and reducing inflammation that could otherwise negatively impact his health. Consequently, Paul experiences fewer health problems, sleeps better at night, maintains higher energy levels, and remains mentally sharp, independent, and active in his community. In contrast, Stephen faces similar challenges but handles them very differently. Rather than finding healthy outlets, he tends to dwell on problems and anxieties. He constantly worries about things outside his control, whether financial worries, health fears, or family conflicts. He often feels overwhelmed by small frustrations, allowing them to build into larger emotional burdens. Because he doesn't actively manage his stress, Stephen's body and mind suffer. Chronic anxiety leads him to experience elevated blood pressure, disrupted sleep patterns, ongoing fatigue, and a reduced ability to cope effectively with daily demands. Over time, his unmanaged stress takes a noticeable toll on his physical and emotional health. Stephen experiences more frequent illness, feels perpetually fatigued, and gradually withdraws socially, creating a dangerous cycle of isolation and loneliness, both of which further exacerbate stress. This comparison vividly demonstrates how critical stress management becomes later in life. The good news is, stress management is entirely within your power to improve. Even small adjustments can significantly impact your physical health, emotional well-being, and cognitive sharpness. Regular exercise, even just daily walks or simple stretching routines, can dramatically lower stress hormones and help your body regulate inflammation more effectively. Physical activity not only boosts mood-enhancing chemicals like endorphins, but also provides a sense of routine and accomplishment, helping reduce feelings of anxiety or helplessness. Mindfulness practices like deep breathing, meditation, or simply taking quiet moments for reflection offer effective tools for calming the nervous system, reducing cortisol, and promoting emotional resilience. These methods can teach your body and mind how to cope more effectively with life's stresses, preserving your physical health and cognitive function. Social connections are another powerful yet often overlooked tool in managing stress. People who maintain active relationships, whether through friendships, family interactions, or community involvement, consistently experience lower stress levels and better overall health. Strong social networks provide a crucial outlet for emotional expression, advice, companionship, and support. Sharing your worries and feelings with trusted individuals can alleviate emotional burdens and help keep stress in check. Conversely, isolation and loneliness significantly amplify stress, contributing to higher levels of inflammation and decreased immune function. Therefore, managing stress is not a passive activity, it requires intentionality. If you find yourself frequently feeling tense, irritable, or overwhelmed, don't dismiss it as just part of aging. Recognize that stress is something you can actively address and control. Prioritize regular physical activity, whether it's a daily walk, gentle yoga, or any form of exercise that you enjoy. Incorporate mindfulness practices, even for just a few minutes daily, to teach your mind how to cope effectively. Finally, invest in your social connections. Stay in touch with family and friends. Join local groups or clubs or volunteer in your community. These interactions will provide the emotional support and sense of belonging necessary to combat stress effectively. The choices you make today to manage stress don't merely enhance your emotional health, they actively influence how many healthy, vibrant years you'll enjoy in the future. Stress management, therefore, becomes not just a method of emotional comfort, but an essential strategy for ensuring lasting health, vitality, and independence in your senior years. One of the strongest predictors of longevity after the age of 65 is your level of social connection. While many people believe aging inevitably means becoming isolated, the reality is that maintaining strong social ties is crucial for both your physical and mental health. Studies consistently show that older adults who regularly participate in social activities, maintain meaningful friendships, and engage frequently with family members tend to live significantly longer, healthier, and happier lives compared to those who isolate themselves. Strong social relationships don't just provide emotional comfort, they actively contribute to physical health by reducing stress, boosting the immune system, and stimulating cognitive function. Consider two women, Anne and Julia, both 68 years old. Anne regularly engages with friends, attends community events, and remains close with family. She experiences frequent laughter, enjoys conversations, and consistently feels valued and connected. In contrast, Julia has slowly withdrawn from social interactions, seldom reaches out to friends, and spends most days alone. Over time, Julia begins experiencing symptoms such as heightened stress, reduced mental sharpness, and feelings of isolation. These seemingly subtle changes have significant health implications, as studies link prolonged isolation with increased risks for depression, cognitive decline, heart disease, and even premature mortality. It's important to recognize that maintaining an active social life does not necessarily mean having an extensive social circle. It's about the quality and consistency of interactions. Simple activities like regular phone calls with a friend, weekly family dinners, attending local gatherings, or even participating in hobby-based clubs can greatly improve your mental and physical well-being. Interacting socially encourages the brain to remain active, maintains emotional stability, and fosters a sense of belonging, which together contribute positively to overall health. If you found yourself withdrawing from social activities or spending more time alone than before, it's essential to take steps to re-engage. Even small changes, like reaching out to old friends, joining community groups, or committing to regular family time, can drastically improve your quality of life. Staying socially connected isn't just about avoiding loneliness, it's about actively choosing a lifestyle that promotes both emotional fulfillment and physical vitality. The good news is that this aspect of your health is completely within your control. By prioritizing your social connections today, you can significantly influence your well-being, happiness, and longevity. After all, nurturing meaningful relationships is one of the most powerful and enjoyable ways to ensure your later years are not just long, but fulfilling. Longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about living better. The signs your body gives after 70 are more than symptoms. They are messages: a slower walking speed, weaker grip, poor balance, disrupted sleep, low appetite, unmanaged stress, or isolation. These are not just parts of aging, they're invitations to take action. What's empowering is that many of these signs can be reversed or improved. A short daily walk can protect your mobility. Standing on one leg for 10 seconds can reveal your balance, and strengthening it may reduce your fall risk. Eating well, staying socially engaged, and managing stress aren't luxuries, they're essentials for a vibrant life. The key message: you are not powerless. Aging may be inevitable, but decline is not. With simple, consistent habits, you can influence how you age, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So take this as a reminder: every day is a new chance to listen to your body, make small adjustments, and build a life that's not just longer, but more joyful, connected, and independent. You deserve that. What did you take away from today's video? Was there a moment or insight that made you stop and think? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them with us in the comments below. Your voice matters, and your story might inspire someone else too. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any tips that can help you live a healthier, happier life. Take good care, and we'll see you again in the next video.